Hello and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi Learning by Doing. So today in this video, we are going to see another implementation of UiPath apps and data service. So in this video, what we are going to do is in UiPath apps, as we know, we can create different types of drop downs. So now in this video, I am going to pass my drop down values dynamically from data service to UiPath apps. So let's suppose if you have something called as master table, right, and you want to pass the data to your apps drop down from that master table. So how you can do that? So let's get started. Now for that, you need to create a simple app. I have already created just to keep the video short and not too much long to, put time in creating the app. So I have created a very simple app, as you can see over here. Now here I have used one header. In this container, I have used one label and drop down. Now what function you see over here is I'm going to explain what is that function and why have I used that. So to pass the values dynamically from data service to your UiPath apps, first you need to connect your data service entity. For that, you need to click on this plus sign, click on entity. And when you click on that, you see now I have two entities. That is the reason here are two available. That one is person details and one is generated invoice files. So I have selected person details, in which I have three columns: name, age, and gender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the name values over here. Now let me show my entity as well. Okay, so as you can see, there are four data over here: Parth, Rajesh, Sid, and Satendra. Okay. So now we have connected our data service entity to our apps. So this is first part is done. Now, how is that data service entity values going to get passed over here? So for that, we need to use a function called as sort function. Now, what is this sort function? Let's see that. So here is the UiPath documentation, as you can see. Sorts the rows of a given array or range by values in one or more columns, right? So you can sort the values in the columns. Now here, my columns are name, age, and gender. As you can see, these three are my columns. Now, initially in entity, we get all the columns, but in dropdown, we have to display only one. So we will do that using this sort function. So for that, what you need to do is first you need to pass your entity. As you can see over here, source, the table, array, or entity to search. As you can see, you can pass a data table and array or an entity field. Which field you want to sort? So since we want to do only for the name field, as we are displaying that in the drop down, we are going to pass name, and you need to write the sort order, ascending or descending. So as you can see over here, I have configured it in that way. First you need to put equal to, then sort bracket entity. So let me just do this again. So I'm going to put sort, opening the brackets. I'm going to put my source, that is my this. I'm going person details. I'm going to put my entity, which is going to be name. And how do I want to do it? That is going to be ascending. Okay, so now your closing brackets are missing, right? So this is how you can, sort any particular column in your entity table or an array. This is just a simple implementation so that we understand these things like by breaking down. So the previous videos that I have uploaded, one was on how you can insert the data, right? Then it was on storage buckets, and here I'm trying to explain the small concepts within the new release that we have and the integration. So now once you have done this, in column you need to specify name. Now why is this? Let's read. Specify the column or property to be displayed. See this property only. Set this property only if the list sources data table or object or array. That means you have to do it in all the cases, because In sort, whatever we pass is an array, table, or an entity. So in all cases, you need to define the column. So make sure the column that you are sorting and the one that you are displaying should be the same, because that is what is going to get displayed in the drop down. So I hope this was very simple and easy to do. And now I'm going to save it and preview. Also make sure that if you are, in drop down displaying more than 10-15 values, it might take some time to load depending on your connection and the speed. So as you can see over here, the data is displayed. So if there is more data, then it can be a case that it might take, a few seconds to load. But here, as we can see, there is very little data. We see the drop down. So now we are not building anything more, but this was just a simple implementation of how you can pass the values from your data service into your dropdown. We are going to put this data into a table as well. It will be coming in more advanced video, but this was a simple implementation of dropdown value from data service in your UiPath apps. I hope this video helped you to understand the concept, and you will be able to easily integrate, sort, and filter and sort the data from data service in your UiPath apps. Stay tuned for the next videos that are coming up on UiPath apps, data service, and storage buckets. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to all the new videos I upload. Thank you for watching the complete video.